And so coming under the laws of life, you begin, as I said earlier, to shift your perception through your own growth, development, and unfoldment so that you're seeing that you're surrounded by an infinite potentiality, the source of all creation, that wants to use you and express through you more fully and completely, and that there's nothing missing within you, and there's no fault or blemish or major sin in you that can prevent the presence of God from expressing through you as you are willing to become more and never less than your true self. You have a lawful relationship with life every single day of your existence. And then you begin to understand that there are two danger zones, and you have to discover what danger zone you are in. The first danger zone is an awareness that the most dangerous people on the planet are people without a vision or purpose. They are dangerous folks. Their mind becomes available to the day-by-day trends that are going on in the world, whatever is trending, whatever is popular. Their minds are open to the emotional contagion of the planet, and they live primarily as a kind of emotional reaction to what's going on in the world. Those are some dangerous folks. Because when they bump into you, they could become an energetic vampire that tries to suck your energy, or two, they become an individual that can try to pull you into the pity party of the masses and give you a filter of everything that's going wrong on the planet until you live in a kind of malaise and doubt and fear and worry and lose your energy and zest for your own growth, development, and unfoldment. Those are some dangerous people. And they primarily live in the frequency of whining, moaning, and complaining. You know, and you have to look at yourself to see if you're one of them sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Are you always whining about something, you know what I mean? Or moaning? I'm more of a groan moan kind of person. Somebody would say something, somebody would say something, I kind of go to, you know. But I'm changing now to, I'm going to up-level that to, interesting, you know. But you got to look. The dangerous people generally live in whine, moan, or complaining. And what happens, what's interesting about that is, unbeknownst to people that are unconscious, that whine, that moan, and that complain becomes a vibrational groove. It gets cut deep into the subconscious mind, and when it becomes a groove, it actually looks for something to whine about. It looks for something to moan about. It looks for something to complain about. It's not satisfied until it can be expressed. So as we up-level our awareness, and through the sacred art of meditation and prayer and being mindful, we do not give vent on a regular basis to the whine, to the moan, or to the complaint. And we begin to establish ourselves as a frequency of possibility of the good that we want to experience. And then you move into the second danger zone. The second danger zone are the individuals that are dangerous to the previous paradigm. They're dangerous to the status quo. They're dangerous to the limited point of view. You want to be one of those kind of dangerous people. You know, you have come to the planet, and you did not come to the planet to walk lockstep in the status quo, stuff that's already here. No, you came to be dangerous to the status quo. You came to be a conscious disruptor of the previous held paradigm, not in negativity, not in hate, not in fear, but your mere presence of the next stage of human evolution is dangerous to the previous paradigm. Lack, limitation, fear, doubt, worry, greed, and things of that particular nature that run amok and have normalized themselves in the world via the media. You want to establish yourself in such a frequency of divine love and gratitude and appreciation and generosity and forgiveness and kindness, in other words, character development, that you look absolutely strange to the old paradigm of might makes right, with the understanding, as I said earlier in the first service, that we must finally come to an understanding that hate is not a family value. It is not a family value. Though it has become normalized politically, though it has become normalized throughout the dark side of social media, people saying all manner of negative things and not being held accountable because they wouldn't say the same thing to a person if they were in person with them. We must rise up to the frequency that this kind of hate is not a family value. Family values are love and peace and joy and harmony and generosity and forgiveness, patience, love. And so we want to be dangerous to the limited paradigm of separation and greed and immature competition and might makes right and comparison with each other, so that we're no longer playing the game of superiority, inferiority, or even equality. Those can be used politically, but spiritually, there is no such thing as equality. We're unique expressions of infinite possibility, and the only thing that is equal about us is we all have direct access to the source of all creation. Are you following what I'm saying here? Are you catching this? And so every individual is pretty much the same, and the only thing that separates us are our mental habits. That is what separates us. Everyone has been given everything. Equal access to the source of all creation. The presence of God from the before time began gave us its entire self, trusted us with every single quality. And the only thing that separates us are our habits, our mental habits, our conversational habits, our physical habits. And if you can bring your mental and physical habits under the right use of the law, you will see, regardless of how many mistakes you may have made in the past, regardless of your past perception of yourself, regardless of the perception of yourself that you may have gleaned from other people, you will rise out of the muck and the mud of that kind of confusion, and your life will take on a startling resemblance to the presence of God itself, because your life is an emanation of the only life that there is. This is what you want to catch. Everyone here, basically the same in our interiority, unique emanations of the presence, but our habits ultimately show up as our life. So you develop a habit, you come to Agape, you get into the activated energy of a sacred service, you take a class, you are encouraged to have spiritual practice, not to be religious and pious. Oh, I meditate every day, I'm so good. No. You enter into a spiritual practice so that you become dangerous to your previous self, dangerous to your previous paradigm, dangerous to your previous belief system, dangerous to your previous way of practice. You're in a very positive danger zone.